Hello and welcome to the goldsilver.com news. My name is Christian Garcia. Today's news starts with the latest assault on the US dollar. The BBC is reporting China signs 31 billion currency exchange deal with Australia. China and Australia have signed a currency swap agreement in a bid to promote bilateral trade and investment. The deal is expected to reduce costs for businesses as they will be able to settle trade terms in local currency. That's right, it will lower the cost because what this does is it creates less artificial demand now for the US dollar since these businesses can go ahead and settle in their local currencies. And what that means eventually is obviously the dollar will decline more now because of that lower demand. So China's doing their part to damage the US dollar, but you can always count on the United States to do things bigger. CN Money is reporting Dow jumps on dovish Bernanke. U.S. stocks rallied Monday after Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke's comments on the job market gave investors reason to believe interest rates will stay low. In a speech to fellow economists, Bernanke said, "We cannot yet be sure that the recent pace of improvement in the labor market will be sustained. Further significant improvements in the unemployment rate will likely require a more rapid expansion of production and demand from consumers and businesses, a process that can be supported by continued accommodative policies." The accommodative prices were supposed to end on June 30th. That's when Ben Bernanke said they were going to end, but obviously by his latest testimony, he's going to continue on. That made all the QE fiends or the quantitative easy junkies happy and ecstatic about new cheap money coming their way. And what this did is you saw the dollar fall, you saw the Dow increase, and you saw the increase in precious metals. So everybody was pretty giddy. Now to switch themes though, Wall Street Journal is reporting today that JP Morgan tops the witness list. A House subcommittee said a top lawyer at JP Morgan Chase will testify at a highly anticipated hearing Wednesday into the collapse of the MF Global holdings. Diane Genova, a deputy general counsel at JP Morgan, was one of the 7 witnesses announced by the House Financial Services Subcommittee on Oversight and Investigation. The New York bank declined to comment Monday on Ms. Genova's likely testimony. JP Morgan hasn't previously been questioned by lawmakers about its ties to the MF Global scandal. The CFTC has been investigating JP Morgan Chase now for 3.5 years on reported accusations of silver manipulations and holding massive silver short positions. So the fact that it took the government 6 months to finally look into JP Morgan Chase and ask them questions, well, that seems actually quite normal. Now the funny thing is though, the average rookie detective would ask in regards to the MF Global scandal, who benefited from the crime? It wasn't Corzine because he doesn't want to go to jail. It wasn't MF Global because now they're bankrupt. And it definitely isn't the people who got their money stolen. So let's see, who benefited from this whole scandal? And who was that? JP Morgan, because the day before MF Global declared bankruptcy, they got a wire from MF Global for $200 million. And the question is, did these people know they came from segregated customer accounts? So obviously this is a big deal. And what do you think is going to happen? Will JP Morgan finally be held accountable for some wrongdoings? Or are they innocent and just doing God's work, as Lloyd Blankfein said that all bankers do is God's work? Now, all you YouTube viewers, I appreciate the emails you guys sent to me. Now, the biggest article that got the most questions or concerns is actually from the UK. Tungsten filled gold bar found in the UK. I received a lot of concerns about this article. You know, obviously people are investing in gold and silver and they want to make sure what they have is legitimate. Now, Mike Maloney does talk about counterfeiting in his book, Guide to Investing in Gold and Silver, and he states, almost 99% of all counterfeit coins are counterfeit numismatics, not bullion coins. This makes perfect sense because a bullion coin's value is derived solely from its metal content, and a counterfeiter must therefore counterfeit the metal, substitute a far less expensive metal for the precious metal to make a profit on the coin. This makes the counterfeiter's job incredibly difficult, if not nearly impossible, because he must duplicate the color, density or weight per volume and sound or ring of the specific metal he is trying to duplicate in order to pass it off as authentic to the unsuspecting buyer. Now, I know the article talked about it being a gold bar being filled, and what Mike talks about are coins, but that's the point. See, Mike doesn't buy bars because he knows that they're easier to counterfeit, which is why you need to go ahead and focus on strictly coins, specifically sovereign coins, bullion coins like the book states. And all Mike buys are American gold and silver eagles. So for those of you that are concerned, the easiest way to alleviate yourself from that concern is just stick to coins. Thank you for watching, and until next time, smile, and remember, you can catch Monday's or Friday's update on the Why Gold and Silver YouTube channel. Don't forget to comment and like us, or contact us with any questions.